Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing okay. This is a quick video for, of course, as you can see, part C. I'll just show everybody really quick. We covered this in class, but just to let everybody go over this with the video so it can help out whenever they're wanting to go over it over again and again. This should help out. Let's start off with our drawing here. As you can see, I've got it on the right, and let's go ahead and draw the first line. And F8 is straight. And how long is that first line? It is 40. So there's my first line. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Let's see. Extents. There we go. So now you can see it. What I'll do is I'll move this line out of here a little bit so I can have room to draw this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line from the end point of that, and it should be what's the length of that line? It's 42. Less than, don't forget the less than sign, and the angle that it's shown here. In this case it's 150 degrees showing from the 0. Essentially that's 180 minus 150, which equals 30. And since it's going in a clockwise direction, that would be a minus 30 degrees. So we'll say minus 30. There you go. Alright, now comes the stuff that I showed everybody in class really quickly and easily to do. There are many ways you can do this, but I just did it this way because the angles are all shown for you, so why don't we just go with what they give you. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to do what they call rotate, R-O. I'm going to pick this first line. You're going to right click to accept it. You're going to go over here to the end point as the base point, and you'll notice that F8 is free. It lets it roll free. And what I want to do is, if you'll notice on that drawing, it is 75 degrees from in the next angle around from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4 is 75 degrees. So why don't we make that? So what direction am I going? Am I going clockwise or counterclockwise? I am going clockwise. So that's going to be a minus, from here, a minus 75 degrees. So we're going to go minus 75. There you go. Now, what I essentially did was I rotated my existing line over to get the right angle for that next line, which is line 3 to 4. And that's what this is. So before I do anything, let me just redraw this line right from this endpoint to this endpoint really quick, and there I've got my original line back. Now this one happens to be not the right length currently, so we need to make it the right length, and that length needs to be from 3 to 4, which happens to be 66. So the way to do this, there's a quick little trick I do. If you remember from the roof that we did on that assignment, do a line from anywhere out here. Click here and go straight at this line perpendicular to it. Make sure you can see the perpendicular symbol. So this line is perpendicular to this line 3, 4. Now all I want to do is move, click that line, accept it from the endpoint to the endpoint right there. Now what I can do is use my favorite command, which is called offset. O for offset. How far is that line? It is 66 long. Click it and I offset it. There it is, 66. Now how do I get that line up there? Well, we use the extend command. EX, right click. Where am I extending to? I accept it. And what am I extending? That right there. Then just to make it clean, I just get rid of the 2 lines I just drew. And now I've got my corner. Now let's go ahead and put in the 135 degree line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit rotate again. I'm going to pick this line. I like what I picked. Now I'm going to pick the base point, which is the end point of this line. Now I can rotate this thing free. Well, what angle is that? Well, let's see here. It looks like it's about right there. It's 135 degrees. So I'm going clockwise again. So minus 135. Aha, so that's the line going up. Remember, let's redraw this line because I rotated that original line over. Let's draw from here to here. Just put that line back in so we have the original line back. So there's my new line. Now, what distance is it? Well, we need to go ahead and draw that little line from here, right perpendicular to it. Move it from the endpoint to the endpoint. And now, what length is that? It is 76. So we're going to offset 76. Straight up. Extend. Where do I want to extend to? I like it. And go. Erase. Erase. Okay, so we got that part. What are we going to do now? We're going to rotate this next one from right there. And now, this line, that is 255 degrees. And it is going from right here. So it's going all the way around 255 degrees. So what direction is that going? It is going counterclockwise. So that's going to be a positive 255 degrees. Aha, that's this top line now. Before we go any further, let's put this line back. Just draw a new one in. I know that the line's right. So I've got this line. Now I need to draw a line from up here anywhere, go straight perpendicular to it, move this line from the end point to the end. And what length does that mean? That needs to be 106. So offset 106 right there. Extend. What am I extending to? Yes, I like it. Go in there. Erase. 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 There you go. Now let's rotate this next one from here. And what angle is that? Well, I can see right there it's 60. And what direction am I going? I am going clockwise, which is minus, so minus 60. Aha, so that's that line. So let's draw this one back in to put that 106 back in there so we can continue on. Now, draw a line from here. Just go right up into it, perpendicular. Move it straight to there. Offset. And what is that line? The length 6 to 7? It is 33. Offset 33. Trim. Now I can trim it instead of extending now because this line's really long, so it's really supposed to be short. 33. Okay, rotate this one. And what angle is that showing? It's showing this direction 120, which happens to be positive, so 120. Pretty easy. As soon as let's try that again. I hit a key by accident. Click it. Which way is it going? 1, 2, 0. There's that one. Now let's draw the old line back in there real quick because I rotated the original one. So now I've got this one. And what length does that need to be? Line. Go right at it perpendicular. Move this from the end point. Oops, make sure it's end point to there. Offset. And what line is this? 7 to 8. And that needs to be 55. There you go, it's 55. Extend this to there, and that's what I want to extend. Okay, got that. One more. Rotate this line from here. Now that's showing a, what angle is that? It shows it actually, it doesn't show it on the drawing, but it shows it in the chart. It's 210 for line 8. And that's basically 8 to 9. So 210 looks like it goes, let's see here, which one is that? Number 8. So it looks like it goes like all the way around this way to 210. So what is that? Positive. So why don't we put that in? That's 210 positive. Aha, it's right. Let's put the old line back in there real quick before we go any further. And draw this line from here, perpendicular. Move it from here to here. Offset that. And what's the length of that line? 22. There you go. Trim this. And erase these. And guess what? We've got everything all done. And then all you need to do is draw a line from here to here, and you are done. And that part is done. Now, really quick, before we go any further, I will continue. Actually, what I'll do is I'll continue on the next video. All right. Thank you. That will be part 2. This is part 1 of part C. Part C, part 1. Thanks.